The Guiding Light, presented by Duncan Hines Cake Mixes. Duncan Hines, always an adventure in good eating.
Goodness knows, she was the last person I expected to see or wanted to see.
Mrs. Scott was babysitting for Jane?
Well, she'd come to call, and Jane had to go somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, suddenly, there was Mrs. Scott. After I went to see Jane, to see the baby, I wanted to get away from my problems. And there was the cause of all my problems standing right in front of me.
And what did you do?
I just let loose. I couldn't stop myself. Oh, I suppose it was very foolish of me, but all the things that had been bothering me about her just suddenly came out. Certainly didn't do one bit of good, I guess, but when a woman gets involved with a marriage the way she did because it's in trouble and then tries to steal someone's husband the way she did, something should be said. And I said it.
And what did Mrs. Scott say?
Well, she didn't like it one little bit, I can tell you that. Oh, I guess I should have let sleeping dogs lie, but I couldn't. Papa Bauer, was I wrong?
Nine.
I suppose that she thought all along that I was some sort of idiot who didn't know anything about what was going on. Well, she knows differently now. Ah. The way I'm talking, you'd think I'd actually accomplished something. What good did it do? What good did it do for me or for Bill?
Well, maybe it did some good for you anyway, even if you only got it out of your system.
Oh, Papa Bauer, you're such a comfort to me. I think you understand me better than I understand myself. I don't know what I'd do without you. You're not going to make me do without you, are you?
What do you mean?
You know perfectly well what I mean. Don't go to New York with Maida and Bruce. We need you so much more than they do. Come live with us again the way you used to. Please.
But I don't know.
Well, I do. Please don't leave us while Bill's like this. I need somebody to talk to, somebody to lean on, and there's just no other you.
Well, I would come and live here again with you, but it's really I'm worried about. If I only could help him.
Papa Bauer, you're our last hope. I can't even reach Bill anymore. But I think that you still can.
To be frank with you, I didn't come on business exactly.
Well, what then, Jack? The New York office wouldn't send you out here just for pleasure, I'm sure of that.
No. No, it isn't a pleasure either, what I have to say.
Well, let's get on with it. What's the problem?
This office? What's wrong, Bill?
Well, business has fallen off a little.
Business has fallen off a lot. And just lately. New York has always considered you one of our best men in the field, but now, only a few new clients, and you've even lost one of the old ones, Globe Airlines. How come?
Well, Maggie Scott brought that account here when she came. I guess when she left, they left.
Plausible. But I'm afraid that's not the story. I have a friend at Globe, and it's part of my job to make inquiries.
What did he tell you?
They felt that you'd gone stale. They didn't like the way that you handled their new airport project at Barnesville. It was vetoed by the local legislature. You were supposed to make them like it.
All right, look, I don't have to tell you. You can't win them all.
And I don't have to tell you you'd better win most of them. And in the past, you usually have. What's with the present? Is it the overload of work because Mrs. Scott quit on you?
Well, partly that, I guess.
Then why in heaven's name haven't you gotten somebody else?
Well, I have been trying to, but good people don't grow on trees, you know. And a bad one is worse than none.
True. A lot of overwork can turn a good man into a bad one. Watch out that doesn't happen to you.
You don't have to worry about me.
I'm not. It's the New York office.
Well, if they're so worried about me, why don't they help me replace Mrs. Scott then?
They might if you ask them. But as you know, it's their policy to let you pick the person you're going to work with. And I think it's a sound policy. After all, you have to live with the guy.
Sound enough, I guess. Well, all I can say is I'm still trying to find somebody.
You're tired, Bill, and it shows. The last time I was here, you were tired. Now you look worse.
Thanks for the compliment.
Look, I'd like to say you look wonderful. The office is wonderful. God's in his heaven and all's right with the world, but it isn't. It's my job to find out why. Bill, I'd like you to kill an ugly rumor for me, will you?
What rumor?
That you've been hitting the bottle?
That is an ugly way to describe a couple of drinks, isn't it?
Is it only a couple of drinks?
Where'd you ever pick up this rumor about me?
Came all the way back to the New York office.
Yeah?
And I'm going to tell him it is just a rumor. You make sure you prove I'm right. Well, I've got to go. I'm catching a plane.
It's kind of hit and run, isn't it?
Well, they want me back by tomorrow. If I hit hard, it's because I had to. You were always one of our best men, and we want to keep it that way. Get on your toes again, Bill. Get the office up. I'm sure you will, because I'm sure you know it can't go on like this. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Thanks for the lecture.